How's everybody doing? My name's Mike from Roots Canine Training. Today I got Miss Valentina with us, and you can see she's wearing a muzzle. We have muzzle conditioned her, so she still kind of tries to paw it off. Sometimes I just gotta tell her, hey, don't do that. You know, so what she's learning right now is that this muzzle that she has on is going to give her access to outside, to the park. So she's putting this on before she goes to the park. She does not need it to be walked in the park on a leash. She does not need a muzzle at all. She is not even dangerous without the muzzle. The truth is, she's only dangerous in her home with another dog when she's allowed to practice excitement and dominance. Okay, so she is only dangerous in her own home when she's allowed to practice excitement and dominance. She is not dangerous at the park. She's truly not a dangerous dog if you recognize the signs and you jump right on top of her. So she's going to learn that that muzzle is a good thing. It gets her rides in the car. It gets her to the park. So you know, we want her to see this as a positive tool. You know, always. We want her to get excited. We don't want her to go crazy when she sees the muzzle, but we want her to get excited about the muzzle. The idea is when she sees the muzzle, she knows that good things are happening to her. So I just want to be clear with you guys, and when I say we're going to the park, we're not going to the dog park. There is a dog park here, and we would go to that side if there was people there right now, but she would not be going in the dog park. We only use the dog park for dog training, so we have them do obedience outside the dog park. The dogs in the park are actually just a distraction. So we would never allow her to go in there. She would almost guaranteed get in a fight if we allowed her in there. So what we do is we find the part of the park that's got the most people, and then we go walk the dog around. You know, we walk the dog around distractions, and we want her to, you know, stay in heel, sit when we ask her to, and just that kind of stuff. All right, so she's going to be ending her walk. She's going to be ending her walk. Hey, down. She's going to be ending her walk without her muzzle, which is how we want to end it. She's very thirsty. I'm about to provide her with some water. She's doing a down stay. She's had people riding by on bikes. She's got people right over to our left in a vehicle, you know, putting shoes on or something like that. So you can see, hey. So I'm correcting her for just looking over there. So now I'm going to go ahead, hey, down. So I'm going to hook her up with some, nope, down. No. So she broke the down when I gave her the water. Down. So what happened is she broke the down as soon as I put the bowl down. There's no water in it. As soon as I put the bowl down, she broke her down. Hey, down. She's got to understand, just because she's hot and I open the car door or I got water in my hand, she's got to listen to me when I tell her down. Down. No. Down. Down. Okay. So the whole point is she's got to listen to me. When I tell her to get down, that means get down and stay there. Don't move. You know, just because I opened a car door, just because I got water coming to her, doesn't mean she can break the command. I told her, you know, this with a dog that's this large, if you take a look at her, she's a big dog. You have to have control of her. You cannot allow her to make her own decisions. So we can't allow her to make her own decisions whether or not, you know, she's getting water, whether she's hot outside, whether there's people around or not. She cannot make her own decisions. She's got to listen. So a park is a great place to go with your dog. Don't go to the dog park. Go to the actual park. Get around people, and you know, you have a controlled and basically a controlled environment. You know, the biggest takeaway from our walk today for everybody, I would say, would be, you know, when someone's walking right towards you and you have a dog, and she had a muzzle on for a minute here, so you know, I'm walking towards people, they see a big old dog with them. Hey, so you see that? Hey, See that? Her looking like that at people playing, kids making noise. She can't do that. We discourage that. That could actually lead to a bite. You know, that's the same energy that leads to a bite in the home with the other dog. That's the stuff the owners are missing. So when you're walking with the dog, you know, and there's somebody else coming straight towards you, you always put your dog on the opposite side of the person. I noticed people would like kept, you know, she's on my left side and people would want to like walk past my left side. Well, I would make sure that those people did not go past my left side. She was on my left side and they were passing on my right side. You always do that. You always pick the smartest choice for your dog, the least likely that they're going to be in a scenario where somebody reaches their hand out to pet them or do anything to them that you don't want them to. You don't want your dog to be pet by people at the park here. Hey, so look at her. So that's good. It's when she looks away we have a problem. So she's looking at all the noises and everybody around her. It's my job to keep her in line. So when I see too much of this, when I see too much of her looking, then I stop her because there is people right there. And when the dog's looking in a certain direction, they are ultimately going to go that way if you allow them to focus on that. So you see that? Okay. So yeah, when people are walking towards you at the park, you know, you always get the people on the opposite side of you, even if you have to walk in the grass. You make sure that if your dog's on the left side, that everybody's passing you on the right side. If you can control that. Some scenarios you can't. Hey, just looking at a bird. So we got to stop that drive. It's that drive that is actually getting her in trouble. So, you know, it's just about keeping the excitement down. That's the first thing that happens. There'll never be a bite as long as we keep the excitement down. So at the park, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, you're a good girl. You did a good job, girl. Hey, wanna bite my leash? See, she got a little excited. She started chewing on the leash, you know. So, you know, it's just about keeping the dog's excitement down. And if you can keep their excitement down in a scenario like this where there's people 360 degrees and there's kids yelling, screaming, and people riding on bikes, if you can control the dog then and keep them in heel, you know, and the distractions become closer and you can keep their obedience, then there'll be no issue in the home. The home should really be a piece of cake because these are all the distractions that they ultimately like. So it is important to get your dog out around these types of things. So remember, when you're walking in the park, always go on the opposite side of the person. Make sure the person's walking on your right side past you. Your dog is on your left side. All right, so I also want to be clear about when the dog's muzzle actually came off. And her muzzle came off about halfway through the walk. Once I started seeing that, you know, she had the muzzle on and she wasn't trying to go after any animals or any people, you know, I took it off. And as soon as she was not, you know, fighting the muzzle on her, so as soon as as soon as she stopped trying to paw at it when we were walking, I just took the muzzle off her, and she was totally good. We just want her to understand that the muzzle is a good thing for her.